My name is Tony Scott. Actually, I'm a freelance consultant, but I began working with EXCiPACT on the first day. The regulation I'd been working on for 10 years was on APIs to get improvements. Nobody was working on excipient regulation. There were regulations in the background, but nobody was doing anything. So on that day in 2007, I made a bond to myself. We have to do something. So we did something. It takes time. So it's a new product, it's a new baby, it's growing up. And the most important, the most interesting thing for me, in the pharmaceutical industry, the suppliers of anything in India, from India and China particularly, they were spoiling the business for the rest of the world because they were making their products not in a good way, substandard, sometimes illegal, and this was a real problem. The EXCiPACT scheme was born out of a lot of work that was done by an organization called IPEC Europe. They and their colleagues in other parts of the world, there's different IPECs in China, in Japan, in India, they came together and created guides which helps the pharmaceutical and the excipient industry deal with excipient problems. We in EXCiPACT took those guides and we converted them into what they call a certification standard. And it took us another 2 years to become a self-standing company. We were just a project inside somebody else's organization, which was IPEC. So in January 2014, we became our own company, based in Brussels, totally independent, not affiliated to anybody. And this was very important. Independence in this business is really important. The company EXCiPACT behaves as though it is an accreditation body. So we give management oversight to the whole process of the standards and the scheme itself. But we don't do it ourselves. We employ, or we've done agreements with different certifying bodies around the world, and now we've just done one with CertiQuality in Italy, and that started exactly 1 year ago. And I learned just walking the aisles, zigzagging the aisles, who was important in certification in Italy, and there was only one company, and it was called CertiQuality. We train, well, we select a certifying body, we audit them very significantly. We go through all their quality management systems. Most of all, it saves money. It costs you money to do your certification, but you get that back because you don't have people crawling all over your plant every day of the week. Your EXCiPACT certification avoids more audits. For the person who wants to buy your product, it avoids them sending auditors to the company. So it's a win-win. You save audit time. It saves money. And I only say to pharmaceuticals companies, if you want to improve your profits, make sure your excipient supplier is EXCiPACT certified. If they are, you save money big time. And it doesn't cost you a penny because the money is spent by the supplier. Some of the earliest requests for certification to EXCiPACT standard have come from China and have come from India because they know if they are good enough to be EXCiPACT certified, then it saves a lot of time for people to travel all the way to their factories in China and India, and they've got language problems. So if they've got an EXCiPACT certification, it saves them all sorts of time and gives them a great entree to the industry, that they don't have to answer any questions. They just say, we are EXCiPACT certified, we are good guys.